the Carroll County Public Library System of Maryland. Thank you very much, guys. I don't know if I've said this. I don't think I've said this in any of my other videos, but you were the library system that actually let me know that video games actually were going to be rented like TV shows and movies and books, and that completely changed the way I play video games. My Xbox 360 was in large part created based on games that I rented from your library system, so I'm always going to be grateful for that. And for all the developers out there, yes, I did purchase video games based on library rentals that I was able to sample for free. So consider that the next time you express any concern about such options being made available to gamers like myself. Now, having said that, this is one of those games that I would not buy. I would not pay money for this game without being able to sample it for free from a library system. Because I don't like Grand Theft Auto games. Now, I've played Grand Theft Auto 3. What is it? The first one, the original Grand Theft Auto 3. I did play San Andreas on the Xbox. No, it was on the PlayStation 2, yeah. And I played Liberty City Stories on the PSP. And I played a bit of this earlier. Whoops. And I played a bit of this a while ago, but it's been like years. I didn't really commit to it because I wasn't really that interested. So that's why I'm doing this video. Whoops. No waypoints, huh? There's an R on this map. I'm going to have to make my way towards the R, so we'll get to that in a moment, so bear with me. What I really need to figure out is the game pretty much has just started. I saved my game back at the apartment that you see down there on the bottom of the screen. So, in fact, where do you see it? You see that little, actually it's a little icon down there. It's like a hot dog. It's below the R. I thought that was a hot dog stand. It actually might be my home base. But anyway, what I really need to figure out is how do I get to that R over there? I'm gonna have to circle back around. And we're gonna start to see the problems that I have with open world games, specifically like Grand Theft Auto, not the Saints Row games. Although this game does have many of the problems that I have with the first two Saints Row games, and that it's basically a traditional open world game that's about driving from point A to point B and finding interesting stuff to do, hoping that there's interesting stuff to do along the way, and there's a crime story being told at that time. So it's all sort of an open world in which a crime story takes place. And I don't particularly care about the theme that much. That's not why I'm interested or disinterested in this series. As a video game, it is basically an open world driving simulator. For better or worse, mostly for worse. Here we go. Starting our first mission. And what you're seeing now is the only mode of traversal that's available to me at this point in the game. There are no real choices there. You can run if you want, but it's always faster to drive. But roads are very narrow mostly. They're somewhat crowded. I'm not going to spend a bunch of time watching the cutscenes because I don't do cutscene videos. There will be a few games where I do them. This will not be one of them. And as you probably guessed, the game is rated M, so I will not. So that will be another part of my disclaimer. Let me see if I can turn on the subtitles at least. There we go. Sorry guys, you gotta have subtitles in your video games these days. Language? Francois, Espanol. That sounds interesting, actually. I might try this on a really good game next time if I can practice my Spanish. My Spanish sucks. Anyway, okay, we're good. Okay, we're not doing a new game. So I'm going to have to do the walk and talk, just like I did before I started this video. So actually, it's not even a walk. It's technically the walk and talk because you get to practice your driving skills, and the game just to feed you exposition. That's how we used to tell stories back in the, 2011 when this game came out? I don't remember. I think it was 2011. But, I need to follow this yellow line to get to the next waypoint, so I can advance the story. Why do I want to do that? Because what else am I going to do in this game, really? I have to use the brake, huh? Again, this is a driving simulator. Which means everything you have to do is either by collecting cars, driving cars, using cars to get from point A to point B. At least that was my main complaint with the other Grand Theft Auto games I played. Specifically, the GTA 3, San Andreas, and Liberty City Stories. These were games about driving these, these pokey little cars, maybe the occasional sports car, the occasional bicycle, or from point A to point B. So it wasn't these games weren't really playgrounds unless you could find places that were, for ramps, I suppose, or places that were worth playing. Places that were worth playing in. But I have always struggled to find things in these games that I wanted to do. I could walk up to the next bystander and punch them and take their money. Okay. I could steal a car, drive it back to my home base and collect cars. Okay. I can drive around town looking for ramps. Okay. I guess that was always my problem. I guess I could steal a fire truck and put out fires. I could steal a taxi and wait. Okay, so I have to essentially wait for a bunch of story triggers to finish up. I'm gonna have to turn off the radio, by the way, if this video's gonna get struck by copyright content matching. So we'll see how it goes. This is just a research stream. So am I just sitting around waiting for something to happen? No, here we go. Oh, he's speaking in a. Is it Romanian? I forget. He's speaking in another language other than English. Huh. What's this? I'm pressing down on the D-pad and it's changing the mini-map, which is cute. Am I just sitting around waiting for something to happen? Oh, here we go. How soon do I have to call? Is the game going to wait for me to call? We'll find that out later. I think they are the loan sharks you speak of. Okay. I think the first time I did this stage was during daytime, so I don't know what to tell you. I gotta make it okay, I should have spun around a lot faster than that, okay. So we get a racing scene, yay. Okay. In case you haven't noticed, I've been doing videos of Sleeping Dogs as well, but it's almost like, okay, which game do I want to play more? That game has much better combat. But it's apparently the story's okay, I guess. But it's a game where there's not a lot of stuff to do either. You have to make your own fun, which in my case meant doing the martial arts clubs. But in this game, you don't want to leave your car because as I recall, the shooting controls suck, the jumping controls suck. It's really janky. It's not a very good action game. It's a driving game where the driving controls are better than any of the on-foot controls, as opposed to a game like Saints Row 5 or Saints Row 3 or 4, where driving and running, and shooting is actually very well done. Whereas in this game, apparently, anytime you leave the car, the game really sucks. So we'll see how it holds up. At least I'm getting an autosave. I made money for doing something. Is it because I was in a taxi? Well, I'm going home. Screw this. So, for the research stream, I didn't get to do any shooting, and I guess that's okay, and I can't drive. Am I going? Gotta take the back way. Okay, fine. Let's take the alley. Maybe I shouldn't take the alley. This isn't for cars. Cinematic camera mode. That's not gonna go well. That's the hot dog joint. Never mind. I don't need to worry about my health yet. Let's see. Where is this? Yeah, this is my joint. Where's my parking spot? Is that over here? Whoop! There are the cops. Okay, where do I park this thing? And I lost one headlight. You can drive her home with one headlight. I'm supposed to be able to park this thing. Okay, whatever. Okay, I admit the radio stations are kind of funny. You can listen to those on YouTube. You can watch this game on YouTube, but I'm focusing on my play style and not on storytelling or cinematics or cutscenes. So hopefully this car will be here when I get up in the morning. How do I go inside here? It's here, right? Yeah, there we go. Okay. I'm out. I'll find something to do in the morning. Let me just do a quick shot. I'll save my game, go to sleep, advance towards daytime, and then do whatever. So, really, I'll just want to see if there's anything I want to do in this game. Because I don't seem to care that much about the story. So maybe I can make my own fun. Oh. Creativity, right? That's how you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to make your own fun with video games, right? That's supposed to give it to you on a platter. Which I guess is fun in a game like Skyrim, because, I can find stuff I want to do, but it's not so easy in a game like this. Ugh.